It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. I want to thank everybody that actually subscribes to my show and show me love. And today on The Legends, I have somebody that's been around for a while. He's done a lot of good things. He's still performing. And I give to you on The Legends today, Mr. John, the Boss Man Hall. Hey, John, what's going on, dude?
How you doing, my brother? Been a
Hey,
minute, man.
man. Glad to have you on my show, The Legends, man.
Oh man, it's good to see you, man. Good to be a part of your program, brother.
I've heard a lot of good things about you, man, and I did my homework, and you're a very
Okay.
sincere dude, man. And very active performer, from what I'm hearing.
Hey, thank God, man, that I still can do what I'm doing at the age I am.
Okay, that's a good thing. So,
Yes.
John, let's take it back to your childhood.
Okay.
How were you actually influenced by actually performing and doing the things that you do?
Well, my cousin named Charles, we called him Bodie. He
Hmm.
had a group that he was with called the Flamingo Dancers.
Right,
And it was Soup, Will, Cadillac, Bill, Ralph Feek, Jack Banks. I was about good 12 or 13 years old when I came around these gentlemen.
right,
And, they was great influence as far as being a dance group, and it like took me by surprise after I saw them, do their performances.
right,
And, my father allowed me to join the group. So as they got older, they started stopping, they got married, went on to different things, so I got permission, to use the name, the Flamingo Dancers. I
right.
mean, 'cause I was groomed by them gentlemen anyway.
Hmm.
And they told me go ahead. And I took the Flamingo Dancers and we started doing all the cabaret halls in Philadelphia, as well as
Right.
Jersey, Delaware, and Atlantic City.
Hmm.
Bars, we did the bars. We wound up getting a nice little break through Channel 6 in
Okay.
Philadelphia, Al Alberts for the Al Albert Showcase that
Okay.
used to come on Sunday mornings in channels, here in Philadelphia.
Right.
So as we worked with Al Alberts, but we kept on performing during our shows throughout the city.
Right.
We wound up actually being on a concert with James Brown and
Right.
Adele. This was like back in
Okay.
19, 83 going into 84,
Right. Okay.
and we done that concert at the Uptown Theater, the famous Uptown here in Philadelphia. It's mostly just like the Apollo,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Okay. Hmm.
So my father told me, you're moving up a little bit. About this time I had to be about 17, you know.
Okay.
And I did the show with James and the Dells, and we went in there, me, Daniel Watson, Richard Wilmer, and Edison Lamont Fisher,
Hmm.
were just the guys in the group at that time. We did have Chanel Williams. She passed away, may God bless her. And we
Hmm.
also had Mary Denise Powell, in our
Right.
group as well.
Hmm.
So as we did this show with James Brown, and we got I went around to the Uptown Theater the next morning, and Kyle Bowser said, we got a few phone calls that you have to, return these calls back to these people. So one of
Right.
the calls I made was to Broadway Eddie and a woman by the name of Cherie Galloway.
Hmm.
Um, Cherie Galloway was a songwriter. For many, many
Okay.
years, I didn't really know her at that time.
Right.
But she told us, come on over to Broadway Eddie's store. And luckily, we did take on that offer because, she wrote a song that was dedicated to Michael Jackson.
Right. Okay.
And right, Kenny Gamble said, well, go in Sigma Sound Studio. They paid for the studio time so we could record. And, we in there practicing, doing our routines and everything. And Broadway Eddie came through with a older gentleman at the time, and they said that, and they watched us perform,
Right.
and we had it down so good because we was already dancers, so it was just the matter of taking that music and actually putting a routine to it,
Right.
And we worked there very close with one of the music directors on the album was Bobby Eli.
Okay.
Bobby Eli used to be with Philly International. He worked with Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, Mr. Tommy
Right.
Bell, who we just
Yeah.
lost.
You talking about, man? You talking about the Philadelphia sound?
Yes. And so he came in there and he put his thing down, and he showed us how to do the different parts and broke it down for us.
Right.
And so Broadway Eddie said, well, y'all can stop performing. Y'all been approved. And I said, who we been approved by? He said, the gentleman that's sitting right here. And the gentleman bent over, grabbed his hair, pulled the hair forward, and it was Michael Jackson.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Now I know I know that you actually did that song that was actually dedicated to Michael Jackson, and the performance that you actually did on that song, was it actually the contribute to him, or was it something of his style, or did you guys do something else a little bit more different?
Well, at the time, we always had the Godfather hats, stuff like that. But we went into Broadway Eddie supplied us with the Michael Jackson jackets at that time, the red and white ones and stuff like that. So we went out and we performed. We wound up doing the Schubert Theater in Philadelphia. We wound up doing the Spectrum, which we don't have no more. We was all over the Civic Center. We have a new Civic Center now. We actually did Jerry Lewis Telethon.
Okay.
And I'm going way back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you are. You most certainly
So, actually doing that, that took my career to another level. Certain people started looking at me, different managements, wound up opening up the show for New Edition. When they had Candy Girl, Mr. Telephone Man out, they came to Club Harlem, and it was Philly Cream and New Edition. And then it was me and the Dancers was on the show. This is before I joined Philly Cream. And we got an opportunity to open that up, and we wound up becoming Club Harlem's opening act for dancers.
Okay. Well, listen, John, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to listen to the track that you actually performed with the contribute to Michael Jackson. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Don't turn around. You ain't really down. Playing the games you do. Someday, everything will be alright. Know that different people make the world go round.
And it's all because of you, my dreams are coming true.
You're the sun that erases my rainy day.
Right now, I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With your love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
Yeah.
If you really wanna
that we were brought up in is very hard on little black boys. You have to navigate feelings and emotions so the world don't get you.
Sometimes when I cry, I won't know how I'm feeling or why I'm crying.
I just grew up never feeling like it was okay to cry.
Yeah.
And so he really forced me to have to reconnect with the kid that didn't get to cry.
That's beautiful.
We don't cry, we gon' take our piece of the pie.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Here's my resume.
But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
Any real world experience.
it's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine. But if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the first did Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Where you at? On the way out. In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
It's not just mine, it's all her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
And we're back. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. In the House of the Legends, I have John, the Boss Man Hall. Hey, John.
Hey, my brother.
So how did you actually get the name Boss Man?
Well, the name Boss Man really came from the flamenco dancers, the little guys. They used to come up to me and they used to say, "What we going to do today, boss?" You know what I mean? So, you know, that carried on with me. And I just figured as I got older, you know, come with the Boss Man. But there was a time, the group Philly Cream, there was a guy by the name of Mr. Bob, like his name. He used to be at a club called Palumbo's. Used to be out South Philadelphia back in the 80s. And he wrote a song called The Boss Man for Philly Cream. And they was going to get a good friend of mine at that time, Mr. Dwight Smith, to actually sing the song. So some people thought that I took it from that, but I said, no, you know, this came from the little guys that was in the flamenco dancers, you know.
Who did most of the choreography for the group? Did you all participate, or everybody had they had their hands in it?
Well, the way that I did it with the young guys, I already had dance steps already in my mind, and they collaborated, added their parts as well. Then we had a brother by the name of Cadillac. Cadillac, took us under his wing because he was one of the original flamenco dancers.
Okay.
And he started teaching us. And we started, polishing our act up real good. Then we started doing the different TV shows and the different banquets.
Okay. So, I mean, let's go back a little bit because
Mhm.
after you sat down and you actually met Michael Jackson, how
Mhm.
did you feel, man?
Well, first of all, we were shocked. We didn't
Of
know that
course.
he was even coming in the building. We didn't know anything about it. They shocked us.
Right.
But he was very humble.
hmm
You know, he liked the little guys because they were dancers and stuff like that. You
hmm
know, he was. I mean, it was just Michael was just something special. I mean,
Right.
he was just something special as a child. He can relate to other children. Dancers, singers.
hmm
Because he came up like that.
Right. So my
But
question
meeting
is,
him,
go
meeting
ahead.
him was a
hmm
pleasure.
I could imagine. I probably would have been like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
hmm
Um, they have a lot of people that's coming out right now that's actually singing, dancing, acting, producing, and doing other types of crafts. And through your years of experience, can you give them some type of encouragement and let them know that there are also some ups and downs in this industry? And just give it away.
Well, with the new music that's coming out now,
hmm
we're trying to protect the R&B music, trying to make sure that we keep that music alive and keep pushing that. That's why I go forth and I do James Brown,
Right.
and I take the Godfather's soul and I take his legacy and I implement that into my career of performing.
Right.
But for the new ones that are coming out, just be careful about, what you do, how you do it. You know, uh, don't be too anxious to sign anything, because people will come to you and promise you the world, and if you're coming from a poor family,
hmm
most likely, they jump on them contracts like that,
Right.
but right today, there is
hmm
no industry. There is no industry right now today. Prince, before he passed, he said it himself. He said, when the internet come along, the music company's gonna be done, because you can do everything on streaming, you
Right.
know. Now, but if you're gonna do the album and distribute stuff like that, you gotta have money for that,
Okay. Yeah. Most definitely.
you know.
So, John, besides dancing and things of that nature,
hmm
what else do you do, man, that you might want
Well,
to enlighten
uh,
the viewers with?
I relax, most of the day. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
sometimes because I'm a teacher as well. I
hmm
hold a BA degree in religious studies.
Okay.
I can speak Hebrew, I can speak Arabic. You know what I
hmm
mean? And I teach different people about religious things that they may have been curious about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when someone can go into the language, it
hmm
helps them a whole better with a better understanding.
Okay.
So I do that and I do promote. I do
hmm
manage people. I have a young lady that's a few young ladies under my belt.
Okay.
One of them is a boss lady London,
Uh,
Alfreda Lilly.
I've
She's
had
a
on,
rapper.
I've had on my show. Yes.
Yes, she's a rapper, and I've been doing some good management with her.
Uh huh.
Also, a woman that's coming very strong right now. Her name is Bonet. She's
Okay.
from Baltimore. She
Okay.
reminds me of another Anita Baker.
All
That
right.
type of
Okay.
flavor with a little bit of Evelyn Champagne King. She can go either way, when
Right.
she's
Right.
singing, but we're behind her right now. And also, I get involved with cure cancer with music.
Okay.
I was a cancer patient. God
Right.
has
Okay.
blessed me to come through that. I mean,
Uh huh.
so, it's very field that I touch when I do promotion and stuff like that. So I try to do the promoter thing and also be the entertainer as well.
Okay. So let's talk about some current events. Tell the viewers what you got coming up and what they should actually know about the things you're getting ready to do.
Oh, well, I was just blessed this year to be the headliner for the Mardi Gras down in
Okay.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
hmm
And that was very nice. I got down there and got the surprise of my life, man. They had my image and my face and everything on billboards around the whole state,
Right.
and
Okay.
advertisement was crazy. But after that, I just came from New York doing Terrace on the Park. This weekend,
I heard about that.
coming up.
I heard about that.
Yeah, yeah, coming from this weekend,
Right.
we're going to do Women's Month. Women's Month in Philadelphia consists of the R&B Day concert with a little twist of the Women's Month, and we're giving a reward to Patty Jackson from WDAS FM radio, you know, and we have the Blue Notes, you know, on the show with Sugar Bear.
Right.
Also, we have the Philly Intruders. We have Jakar. You know, Jakar is coming in from Baltimore. We have Fred Williams, who used to also be with he was with the Futures, and he sung with the Spinners.
Okay.
And also we got Touch of Class coming in. These brothers here are from out of Philadelphia. Very, very good group of brothers.
Right. I've heard of them.
met
Yes, I have.
with them.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
They're very good.
Well, you know, John, it's been a pleasure having you on my show, man. And I do welcome you to come again.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Yes, indeed.
And anytime that you come up to New York City, man, just give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
We can hang out, man, you know. And,
Oh, man. I mean, you know, there's so many things, man. You know, like I said, you know, Brenda Wilson. You remember Jackie Wilson?
Yeah.
Jackie Wilson's daughter right now is doing some things with me. You know what I mean? And we work very close. You know, she has a tour that I'm a part of called the Offsprings of the Legends.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well,
she takes
listen,
the tour.
our time is up, unfortunately.
Okay.
But like I said, it's been actually a pleasure to have you on my show. This has
Yes,
been
sir.
another T-Lo video production, and you guys come on back and listen for another interview. Thank you very much. Thank you, John.
Yes, sir, brother. Thank you.
All right.
My name is John. Some people call me the boss man. Cause the way I move, I put you in a groove. When I spin my hat around, say what? Some say I'm wrong, but some say I'm right. When I'm in my groove, I put you in the mood. We're gonna party all night. I'm the boss man. Boss man. Yeah, now. I'm the boss man. How can I lose with the stuff I use? I say what? Can't stand myself. I say what? Some hear my name and like my funky sound. Take it back. I'm not James Brown. I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man. Boss man. I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man. got the funky move, you got the funky sound. Say what? Move it. Get it now. Here's the man coming to your town. He's got the funky move, he got the funky sound. Say what? I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.